Oh,
Oh,
cool.
she's connected. She should be able to hear me.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
I can now. Sorry, I was trying to figure it out.
You're good to go.
On the record here at 8:06 in the matter of Serena Shapansky versus Melvin Parmalee Jr. Ms. Shapansky, I've got you living at 7772 Dana Lane in Parma. Is that correct?
Yes.
Bump her up. I can hardly hear you. Oh, there you go. All right, this is a child support show cause hearing in which both parties received notice of hearing, both parties to appear via Zoom. Our caseworker will review the file status as we speak, ma'am. I'll give you an opportunity to respond to her presentation. Ms. LaFontaine.
Referee Manser, on this 2015 docket, this is a current charging case. The monthly obligation is $217, which is $49.88 per week. The total account balance is $4,937.87. The last payment was made by the payer in the amount of $5 on January 29th, 2020. Prior to that, the last payment was in the amount of $89.98 on May 3rd, 2019, which it came from an income withholding from an employer. It does appear that the payer was off work at the beginning of 2020 due to surgery, but we do not have any updated medical documentation regarding his current status.
Very good. I also would note for the record that in fact, Mr. Parmalee does not appear via Zoom, does not appear in person, does not appear through the appearance of an attorney representing him. I have no reason to believe that he did not receive notice of hearing, thus he was afforded due process without response. Ma'am, you've heard the representations of the file status. Anything else that you'd like me to know?
Well, we had court yesterday in front of Judge Jordan. He didn't show up for that either.
What was the nature of the hearing yesterday?
Custody.
Be more specific if you would, please.
I filed a motion back in February for I do believe it was February for sole physical and legal custody.
Right.
And he objected. He didn't show up to the.
Ma'am, did it go before the referee?
It went before the referee first, Susan Murphy.
Right.
And he didn't show up for that. So she put it in my favor and that his parenting time be on reserve. And he had 21 days to object. Well, he objected.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yep, he objected, and then we had court, which had gotten postponed because of COVID.
Right.
So then we had it yesterday, and he didn't show up.
And that matter was scheduled before Judge Jordan on his objections to entry of the order as proposed by referee Murphy. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened before Judge Jordan yesterday?
She just dismissed it because he never showed up.
So the order entered as prepared by referee Murphy. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell me about Mr. Parmalee?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Employment, income, things of that nature. What can you tell me about that if you have much information?
As far as I was told, he was working under the table. And then he had quit doing that because his girlfriend had gotten unemployment.
Did he undergo surgery, as best you know?
As far as I know, he did.
What type of surgery was it? Do you know?
He had surgery on, I believe, his meniscus. I think it was on his left knee.
Okay, and when did that occur? Do you know? Approximately.
I think it was the day after we had to go in front of Susan Murphy.
Well, when was that?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Early 2020?
Yes.
Okay. And have you heard any more about his physical condition as a result of the surgery?
I've actually seen him out and about, and he's fine as far as surgery wise.
Appears to be fully recovered?
Yes.
Okay, and given that information, you also state that you have reason to believe that he's working in some capacity after he had the surgery. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I was told.
What type of job is he doing?
From what I heard he was doing, it was like a roofing type of thing that was under the table.
Okay, and we have him living at 246 West North Street in Jackson. Is that his address as best you know?
Yes,
331 Bates is yours?
yes. Well, that's
Good.
my mailing address.
All right. Okay. Do you have much communication with him in terms
I
of
try not to, honestly.
child or child support, anything like that?
Nope.
Does he exercise parenting time?
No, he does not. He hasn't seen her in 14 months.
Has he explained why?
Actually, when my daughter's godmom had spoke to him, he thought it had only been 2 months since he had seen her.
Okay, but why is he, as best you know, is there a reason why he's not exercising parenting time?
I mean, personally, I seen him. It looks like he's using drugs.
Okay. And apparently Judge Jordan dismissed his objections, and currently his parenting time rights with Ruby are reserved. Is that right?
Yes,
How old is Ruby?
she just turned 5.
Okay. Does he have any other minor children other than Ruby?
He has 2 other children.
By another woman?
Yep.
Okay.
Neither him nor the other woman have custody of the children.
Are those 2 children born of he and one woman?
Yes.
Where are the children?
With the mother's parents, they have custody of them.
Ah, okay. What's your understanding, ma'am, of where he last worked for a company or business or corporation?
When he got hurt, he was working for some roofing company that was paying under the table.
Okay.
Before that, he worked at McDonald's.
Anything else, ma'am, that you'd like me to know?
Nope.
What would you like me to do here today? Any suggestions?
I honestly, I don't really have suggestions. I think he's just honestly done with this whole situation in general. He hasn't showed up for the last 3.
He's
Here.
not done with it because this order remains in effect, and he owes you, I can tell you right now, in excess of $3,700, owes the state in excess of $1,000. His payment record is abysmal. I'm going to recommend an order. We set this right before Judge Jordan, ma'am. We're basically suggested strongly that at this juncture, with all this COVID stuff going on, that we avoid the issuance of a bench warrant. We'll put this before Judge Jordan on a specific day, date, and time. You can appear via hearing via Zoom, and it's a situation where you'll receive instructions, and Mr. Parmalee will have to appear via Zoom, and if he doesn't, then a warrant will probably issue for his non-appearance, okay?
Okay.
If you come upon information as to where he's working, things of that nature of his income, let us know in writing so we can enforce this case for you, okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
I do have one question. I don't know if you can actually answer this because I forgot to ask Judge Jordan yesterday. Do
Go
you know
ahead.
what it means for his parenting time to be reserved?
Pardon me?
Do you know what it means for his parenting time that's reserved?
It basically means it's suspended.
Okay.
Reserved basically fundamentally states that she could have used the word suspended. She used the word reserved, indicating that the issue is presented to her, and she's not. She's basically affirming Referee Murphy's recommendation that his parenting time be reserved or suspended or temporarily stopped. Okay.
Gotcha.
And it's up to him to file an appropriate motion to get himself before the court to reinstate his parenting time, whatever schedule he's seeking. But other than that, his parenting time is suspended until further court order.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
All right, no problem. Thanks very much, and we'll go off the record. Bye-bye. You get a copy of the order in the mail, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.